where he was unstoppable. He's trying to get back there. And I'm saying all this, and I'm not saying it as if he's not one of the top competitors here. He's just not. He's fallen from grace to where he is the god of the region.
Yeah, I mean, like, it used to be that he was the one who won everything in the 1v1 space, but I mean, Winter Championship went home with a 5th. In Autumn Championship went home with a 2nd place finish, and then the Spring Championship before that, a 4th place finish. So it's been a bit since we've seen Tiger on the gold medal with that podium. But of course, here we are in the elimination semifinal. Winning this would give him a spot in the top 3.
I will say one thing, we're seeing a lot of different character picks from all these people. He is back with that patented Koji, and I feel like he's definitely one of my favorite Kojis to watch. He's so pinpoint with those signatures, but right now he's having to deal with a character that we just saw going crazy, those boots, those gauntlets, and we're actually not really seeing the boots going this time. Keith is opting to play gauntlets.
Yeah, a lot of gauntlets, but also a lot of gauntlet signatures coming out from Keith. And he's throwing out some wild ones, but it's going to be the recovery that ultimately leads to the KO. I think Tiger's having a little bit of trouble here against those gauntlet sigs. Maybe hasn't had that much matchup experience because, like, I saw some opportunities where he could have gone for a bigger punish and just didn't find it. Yeah,
when he did the, I think that was the down sig, I thought he was going to hit him with either a down sig right back at him or a side signature, something, right? But we caught a down light into a neutral air. It just wasn't enough. That's going to,
not even.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, Bo did get a little bit of a nerf because of, you know, the utility of it. It's such a good tool, but it does not hit as hard as it used to. Side air will finally finish off the stock for Tiger, and he's going to be sticking with the bow. Wants that range advantage.
Yeah, he's going to go with the bow. I'm not mad at it at all. He was doing pretty good with the sword, but he definitely racked up all the damage with the bow. But he's going to get caught slipping with a gravity cancel side signature. That's a banger of a sig, man. When that thing hits, and talk about bangers, the ground pound from the bow is still a real tool. That thing still slaps. Now he's gravity cancel neutral sig coming out from Tiger.
And Tiger sticking with the sword for a moment there, but Keith gets in.
Oh, I like that. Caught him. But, man, overextended, and Keith is ready with the KO tool on deck.
Yeah, immediate turnaround side air from Keith, and like he called out at the beginning, Keith definitely leans a little bit more towards his gauntlets than he does his battle boots.
Yeah, he's definitely sticking to these bad boys. He's not having shut down the side signature.
Put that arrow away.
Put it down.
That is the mom coming in the room and said, "You put that arrow down."
Oh, man. Okay, but that was clean from Tiger. Tiger kind of cleaned it up, got it fairly even. Got himself in here because Keith could have ran away with that. If he'd allowed him to live any longer on that stock, it could have looked really, really bad. Still a pretty hefty lead for Keith. But this bow, if he catches some momentum, he could really start racking some stuff up. Keith overextending, giving him some free damage.
Yeah, but it's still not like the most. Keith is definitely getting away with a lot of these bold options as he gets in with the recovery. And this might be a Keith game 1 with the amount of damage he's been able to put out. He just needs a side air, and he could be closing this one up.
Yeah, at this point, it's like Tiger just can't get touched. Okay. Well, I mean, he didn't get KO'd, but now he's in a dangerous situation. Tries to go for the recovery. No good. Oh, Tiger. That's scary stuff. Almost got the recovery snatched by that down light. No good. Back to the bow. I guess this is where you want him, right? If you're going to have to deal with Keith, he's been playing gauntlets the whole time. I guess you want the boots out. Still not enough. Coming back on stage, got the bow.
Okay, gets high enough. Goes in for the downlight, and Keith with the falling side air. So much damage put out onto Tiger. Finally, the side air will do it, and Keith takes game number 1. Now, I have a question that you can't answer. Did we spell Keith's name wrong, or did Keith spell Keith's name wrong? Because on the scoreboard, it's K-E-I-T-H, and in-game, it's K-E-E-T-H.
Yeah, I definitely was seeing that. That actually made me think it wasn't the same guy.
Yeah, it like legit trips me up. I'm like, am I the problem here? Am I Taylor Swift? It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. I don't know. But either way, we're going into game 2. And Tiger, again, like, it isn't working. He's going to swap over to the Asuri for game number 2.
Yeah, okay, and it's going to be the boots to start things off for Keith. He's getting a nice little string put together. Yeah, switched over to the Asuri. I feel like he just wants to have something where he can rack up more damage a little bit more quickly because he's seeing how much that is getting put on him per engagement from Keith, so it makes sense. He's trying to match that energy. Ooh,
So
Lord, these guys are scaring me.
Man, Keith is just sticking onto this corner, keeping Tiger around as well. Got him magnetized to that edge.
Yeah, that was crazy. It didn't matter where he went. He was finding the touch. Tiger was starting to run low on resources. Nice little combination. Gonna put him out on the side. Is he gonna be able to hover on him again? Nah, decides to back off.
Okay, goes for the N-Sig there. Really odd option considering Tiger was very low on that wall, but either way, ends up forcing Tiger back up onto the stage where Keith can look for more as he goes in downline side air. And Keith is in a big lead.
Yeah, definitely. He's been in control. Like, I mean, that was a pretty slow stock. You know, the timer about a minute ticked off too, but he just couldn't. He couldn't find like the big hits, but he was landing every touch he needed to just keep himself in the lead and not really getting hit back from Tiger. Tiger cannot find his moments. Every time he swings, it seems like he's just an inch off, and then he eats those boots.
Yeah, and it's so funny because, like, okay, nice recovery from Tiger. We'll clean it up. But, like, looking at the damage numbers from the last game, like, it was mostly bow damage that came out from Tiger. He was able to put out 291 versus 183 on his sword. But at the same time, he took 404 damage on that bow. So maybe that was the reason he's like, you know what? I'm kind of taking a lot of damage when I have this in hand.
Yeah, he was losing neutral bad with that. Like that was what we kept seeing. He's just getting kicked all over the place. I mean, no, he was getting gauntleted. But I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're going to swap that for the Katars, I mean, we'll see afterwards what kind of damage he's putting out with these, but it seems like he's still staying on the sword.
Well, he's just kind of staying on anything that keeps Keith away from a weapon. Goes in for the side six, still manages to touch. Nice nair to kind of dissuade Keith.
Okay. Got the opportunity. Nice dodge. Ground pound was well placed. It was just well-timed dodge, but that was a well-timed signature. Going to land that KO blow. Like we said earlier, calling out the homies, getting jumped.
Got to get the friend group.
We got a lead. We got a lead for Tiger.
Got to get that MySpace top 8 to join you in the fight. Nair coming out from Tiger. Falling down air from Keith. Tiger's starting to add up more damage. Tiger's looking pretty good. The sword play starting to come alive. Down sick thrown out, but he still manages to jump away from the punish.
Yeah, Tiger's looking real nice right now, but that's going to be enough to take that stock off. Okay, so Keith evens it up 1-1 on the stock, so we're at the final blows of this game. No weapon for Tiger. Good damage onto Keith. So we'll see. Okay. I was going to say a sentence, but sentence was not needed. Tiger took that one out swiftly.
Calls in the friends, gets Monkey to give him a boost over that hit, and gets that side signature. And now Tiger definitely going to be sticking with the Tigers.
You know, I'm gonna be real with you, man. In a Gladiators tournament, I don't feel like I'd be okay with that. I feel like, hey, yo, like
if you're testing, you're like, what? Hey, I thought it was a 1v1.
I thought this was a 1v1, bro. Like, what's the monkey doing? All right. So we got 1-1 on the board. Tiger, Keith, even game, and nice start coming out from Keith. What a gravity cancel.
Yeah, nice swingbacks on both sides, though. Both of them going for a lot of wake-up options, just trying to get damage where they can. Off stage.
Just the boots, man, it's so demoralizing. When you miss and you just eat a two-piece combo from the boots and you're just like, oh my gosh, the damage. And then you're starting to get put in this situation where everything's sending you off. You have to start with the lead, it looks like, man. It's so rough.
Yeah, I mean, each of these hits, like you said, are launching Tiger further and further. Keith definitely going to be looking for those big hits. A Sair or a recovery is going to get this one closer to a KO. Tiger comes in. Another Sair. Tiger has an opportunity to come back, but Keith goes high, doesn't get the hit, but a Sair again. This time, Keith gets the lead.
Keith's punishes, man. Like, he's either skating right by the blow or he's dodging perfectly. The way he dodged through that neutral signature and caught that hit was so clean. He's just been on the money.
Yeah, some really good spacing coming out from Keith as he reads the N-Sig wake up, gets a nice punish. Keith is just in perfect position to get all this extra damage.
Every single time Tiger presses something, he gets popped. Well, he doesn't have the boost this time. If he had the boost, I guarantee that got punished.
He's looking for it. Nice weapon toss from Tiger. Will even up the stock count. Didn't take too much damage, but he's definitely playing from behind.
Yeah. I think that was a Clean stock. I feel like this is like kind of where he started on the final stock the last game. Actually, no. Yeah, he had the lead last game. It was Keith that started around the orange, right? So he didn't have to play from behind too much last game.
We're seeing a very different Keith here. Game 1, almost all about the gauntlets. Game 2, kind of a good mix, but now Game 3, it's all about the boots. We're not even seeing him play with the gauntlets in this one.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, actually, right? Like, the gauntlets were looking amazing. That's how he took the first game. He lost the second game on the boots. I mean, he's looking good with them, but why stray away from the weapon that you were dominating?
It's just time to level him up, I guess, because, yeah, he's even priming up the boots. He definitely is all about the boots right now as he goes in for the ground pound. Tiger goes for the turnaround down light, but doesn't get the hit. Where's the weapon spawn?
I guess for the most part, when he's looking at it, it's like, it's not, he did lose last game, but he definitely is winning almost every engagement when he has the boots. So, you know, it doesn't quite matter. I feel like, yeah, this does make sense to stick with these. Misses the weapon toss, allows Tiger to make it back, gets the touch. Weapon toss good for Tiger, stuffs that recovery attempt, but this one will go for Keith.
Yep, got the dodge read there for Keith, and he's going to be back on those boots. Tiger looks like his option here is to go for a little bit more weapon tosses, right? He's trying to get extra range by going for those relatively close weapon tosses. Downlight goes for the ground pound there, and it is going to lead to the KO. Gets it over the corner on that hit.
Been casting this game for a long time, man, and I feel like it trips me out every single time when I see the ground pound hit on stage, and then the downlight hit on stage, and then the ground pound like sends them at that angle right over the edge. It trips me out every single time.
Whoa! 3 dares. Tiger still touches though.
My gosh, I can't believe Keith didn't just come out there for a quick ground pound after he landed that down air. But I mean, either way, he got some good damage. But oh my gosh. A situation created by Tiger, weapon toss, but the good dodge from Keith. And now unarmed versus the sword. He tried to pop him with the weapon and starve him, but wasn't able to get the sword.
There's the weapon spawn. Over to the guitars, goes for the side sig. Monkey not able to give him a far enough push this time. Keith looking for the weapon spawn, wants the boots, but Tiger is going to deny the weapon spawn.
All right, so now he's got the sword. He gets the Sair. Now he's got him starved again. He's got the he could have went for something, man. That was big. He had the recovery going, but he gets the down like Sair. Tries the neutral light, no good. This is a beautiful weapon starve coming out from Tiger. He's holding strong, trying to close this out. Ooh!
That would have caught many a player there. That kind of dash forward, side heavy. Keith, though, has been surviving the onslaught of hits from Tiger.
Nice. That neutral light's going to send him out. Oh! The aggression from Keith to get back on the stage and land that.
Tiger!
And you're going to get dared!
He doesn't have the movement. The nair?
No way, bro.
Okay. He almost stole that away when he had no right to, but Tiger does not steal out game number 3. Keith manages to hold on. Tiger worked so hard. He put out so much damage, but was not able to find that finishing blow onto Keith.
Dude, I mean, it comes down to the way that Keith got on the stage at that last part. When he came, he got put off stage, and he just snuck right up there and started pressure. Like, that was it. You know what I mean? You got to take chances because he could have tried that approach and got popped, but he ended up landing the hit. Look, that was so close. He was so close to the blast zone.
Yeah, he was really close. He was so damaged before that nair hit, but just was not quite enough. And now we're going into game 4 with a lead in favor of Keith.
Man. All right, here we go. We have to use this sword against Keith's boots once again. Nice start from both players. Man, he keeps trying with that neutral sig, and it's just not. It's not working. Been watching him get punished for that all set. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, those N6 have not been hitting. He's not getting that like vertical movement out of Keith that he wants. But Keith, on the other hand, is catching the vertical movement of Tiger. He's hit so many jumping side airs on the Tiger.
Oh, for sure. I think he just realized, you know, after you swing, you want to jump. After I touch you once, you're trying to go over the top of me, and he's not allowing it. But a nice slide off down light from Tiger to get a clip. Okay, lands a Sair. Close. Oh, he's so close to the KO. Still not going to get it from high ceiling.
Okay, N6 the other way, just kind of telling Keith to come back up onto stage, but Keith gets some recoveries here. Tiger's still struggling to finish off stocks. Like, between the last game and this game, that's one of Tiger's biggest weaknesses is his inability to finish stocks efficiently.
Exactly. Timely KOs. I've been talking about it for years, man. Like, in platform fighting games, it doesn't matter how much you win in neutral. It doesn't matter how much damage you're racking up, how many combos you hit if you cannot find the banger hit to close out a stock. Because you give a guy a chance that's really been beating you in neutral most of the time. Now, if he gets this stock off, he's got a tied game because you took way too long to get the stock. Boom, 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 boom. There it is. Tied game.
Keith manages to clean that one up easily. And now Tiger has to look for the weapon spawn as Keith gets the pressure opportunity.
Yeah, Keith has got those boots on. I mean, Tiger does get the scoop on the weapon, but he is getting pieced and creased at the moment.
You don't want to crease those shoes either. You want those things looking clean, but right now...
Those are steel toe, bro.
You got blood on those shoes right now. And 6 thrown out on both sides. Tiger still needs to find more damage onto Keith. Okay, there's the dodge. Good patience from Tiger there.
That weapon almost came down
I thought it
and
was
saved
active.
the day. That could have put him in a situation. I feel like I want to say right now, stop throwing out those neutral sigs, right? But I feel like he's also going to land one that's going to make me shut up.
Yeah. it's literally, it's going to be like game 5 last hit. It's that one neutral sig that works out.
Right.
That's always the case.
It's always the case.
Opportunity to get a nice lead here for Tiger. He is in the red, so he's got to be careful about how he does this, but he could get some good damage out.
I like how he's holding strong. He's keeping his lead. But, man, once again, wasn't able to rack up any damage. Now, I will say that KO was more timely than the other. This time, he just didn't get much of a chance to put on more damage. Keith was really swift with it. Ooh, overextending a little bit there. Going to get caught by the ground bound. Can't get too much. Not enough damage.
Okay, that one hits. Has enough of a hitbox there, but still, Keith putting out damage on the back of Tiger.
Ooh, caught him. So I know what you're doing. You're not getting that weapon swap off.
Ooh. Almost clipped him with the N-Sig as well.
Ooh.
Oh, man. Keith is getting so much momentum. Ground pound thrown out. Keith gets past it.
What a defensive reaction from Keith right there. He wanted to touch the wall so bad, but the neutral sig?
Not done yet. You saved him.
That's rough. If this ends up in the demise of Tiger, that's rough. To be the play that allowed Keith to stay. He's going to go with the sword. He wants a downlight recovery. He just tries a raw recovery. No good. Keith gets a weapon, lands another recovery.
Keith still living. Recovery, not enough. Tiger needs just that extra bit of oomph to finish off the stock of Keith, but Keith knows he just has to find that right opportunity. The pressure and the Sayers could be enough to close this one out. There.
ECD light recovery. You saw he tried it right there, sliding off that platform. He really wants it, and Keith is being wary. Ooh, finds a hit.
That's a recovery. Tiger in the sweat beats, has to weapon toss, and Keith catches the landing. Does he have the movement?
Ooh, I like that. I like that. He tried a little shimmy and then tried to come back for the D-light. Couldn't get it, but whoo! Keith closing that bad boy out 3-1 versus Tiger. Tiger is going to fall in 4th place, and Keith is going to move forwards into losers finals.
Yep, Keith gets a guaranteed top 3 finish. Tiger is done for the day. And, of course, that means Keith gets to continue on. He's in the hot seat now as he goes into his next match.
Hey, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Look, you go into the hot seat, you got to fight against one of the goons, but your pockets got a little fatter. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. You do get a nice little prize, of course, the bumps in seating, the bumps in PR, and that bumps in the pocket change as well.
For sure.
Can't be mad about that.
Sure. But, yeah, you know, you get in that 3rd place, you